What's up, guys? This is Heis, and welcome to Mikado Monday. Yeah, here we are, and it's mildly hilarious that we're doing this, but also very exciting. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of a surprise, and a bit atypical in terms of what we've previously talked about. But as we started this year and got into planning for things and everything, the board of Studio 346 said that it would make a lot of sense if I could produce content for my YouTube, which you guys very much appreciate, of course, but also work on Century of Steam. And as such, welcome to Mikado Monday. And today we will be working on some more parts for the Denver and Rio Grande Western Class K37 for Century of Steam. Here it is so far. It looks almost done, right? 80% done, 80% the way there. But there's a lot more to do. This model was started by my very good friend Wings and Strings, as one of our fellow developers of Studio 346, and I have been going through and doing all of the extra little detail bits starting at the front. So I finished the pilot last week before I left for Durango, added the pilot steps, all that fun stuff, but there's a lot more to do, and I was working on the pilot deck casting, which is more than slightly obnoxious in the way that it is, and so we're going to continue working on that today, but we're going to do it live here, of course. And I do really want to say, before we get too into it and get into the weeds of the modeling, this stream supports me as an individual. That's part of the reason we're doing this, is that, hey, it means I can work on the game, get some stuff done, but also still have the YouTube content coming out for you guys, which is a win-win for everybody, because it means that we get further along, and it means that you guys aren't stuck with me hidden away in a closet working on something for months. So, just note that this does not directly support Studio 346 in terms of top chats and all that sort of thing. But if you want to support Studio 346, by all means, the link to our Patreon's in the description. But this is specifically for me, and so that we can talk about some of the fun, hilarious, obnoxious things that come with working on a locomotive, such as the pilot. I said it was finished, and I had to determine which one I wanted to model, because they're all different, because of course they are. And they were not different enough that anyone could tell in pictures, like, you wouldn't know. It would just look fine, right? But they were different enough that, depending on what year, what engine, whether or not it had been crashed, it was very different. So it's like, some of those conversations in the Inside Baseball there is pretty interesting, and, you know, hoping that that sort of thing would be fun and interesting for you guys to get into and see. So that's what we're going to be doing today. But of course, I see that I see there's lots of top chats here. So let's get into that, and then I'm going to jump into Discord. And I've got some friends from Studio 346 in the VC, and we'll be chatting about all the things. And I'll probably be receiving Blender assistance, because this is now the third model that I'm working, well, kind of fourth model that I'm working on here in Blender, and so I'm still learning very much so how all those things work. But anyway, from Middletown Branch Productions, Mikado Monday, inconceivable. It's actually very conceivable. It's right here. Look at that. Steam Power, Fireman 13 months, hashtag new build 485. No. Hope your day is well, Mr. Birdman. Also, time is fake. Time is fake. And I guess I should say, well, usually this is Montezuma Monday, right? Montezuma's 3D model in SolidWorks is to the point where, hi Zeus, bonk, hey sweet boy. Were we not cuddling enough earlier? Apparently not. It's fine. Oh, now it's weird bath time. Okay, cool. Montezuma Monday, the 3D model of the Montezuma is to the point where there's so much that we just need to redo that is not fun or interesting to show on stream, and it's a lot of labor-intensive obnoxiousness, which we'll be doing in the background. and not streaming, and we'll stream an update at some point, but know that that's still going on. It's just doesn't really make sense to show off at that point. So anyway, Zeusy Poo, dear kitty boy, we squished the kitty. Do you like the K37? Sweet boy. Sweet baby boy. Anyway. Yes, so yeah. No, it's not new build 485. It is a K37. You little shit. Don't be trying to... No. Found a rubber band. He's trying to eat it. Because his brain is smooth. And we know this about him. Yeah, it's a 37, not a 36. Although, obviously, oh my god, Hades is here too. They heard me start talking, and the cats are all here now. Hi, buddies. You guys are so needy. I love you. It's fine. Anyway, where... Zeus. Zeus. Okay. Bye. Hi, Hades. How are you? The neediest cats. Guys, I have top chats to answer. We'll just give Hades the squish. We squished the kitty. Anyway, it's a 37, not a 36. Obviously, there's going to be a fair amount of overlap there. So, you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. More to come there in eventuality. Barrage Balloon, Connector, 36 months. Happy 3 years. New lamp for you. You're back from Italy and Malta. It was amazing, and you went to Pompeii. I will be going to Pompeii in April. So, a non-train related vacation. Can you believe it? That's going to be neat. So, I'm curious to hear what you thought of it, and I'm excited to go see it myself. That sounds like a good trip. Pendragon to great. Fireman 28 months. More trains equal more gooder. Glad to see both Mikados and the Montezumas getting their time to shine. Happy New Year, Heist and chat. Thank you. Chainbreaker 5063. Conductor 16 months. What's up, guys? This is Guys. What's up, Heist? This is Guys. Not what's up, guys. This is Guys. Jesus Christ. 16 months. Methinks I'm due for a promotion. Ooh. All right. Well, thank you. Zachman. Breakman 19 months. Mikado Monday. A wonderful way to christen 2026. Yes, especially after all the 20 things, which we teased a little bit in the intro. So, good stuff there. Thank you. Trains are fun. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday. Trains are fun. It's awesome. Mr. Snow, 3635. Breakman, 16 months. You're excited for these K37 model shenanigans. Believe me, there's plenty of shenanigans, and that's part of the fun. Hey. Squish the kitty. James Patterson Jeep fan. What's this about an avocado? Damn it, Jimmy. Thank you for being a fireman for 43 months, my friend. Oh, goodness. It just jumped. I hate it when it does this. Glenn Holland, fireman, 32 months. Happy New Year and such. You'll be missed at Amherst. I will be at Amherst. I'm going. See you there. Hades, you can't sit on the keyboard. That turns off the music. Buddy, you're so difficult. Come on. Neediest boy. Dude. Ah! There we go. It muted my audio. Thanks, Hades. Anyways, but yes, see you there, Glenn. Yeah, I'll be at Amherst the whole time. I get in Thursday night super late, so I'll be there for the kind of vendor day the day before, and then the 2 days of the show, of course. So Leighton will also be there, and we'll be hanging out a lot at the New England Railroad uniform booth when we're not out and about looking at everything, but I imagine there's going to be a lot of that. So anyway. Corley Brakeman, 26 months. Howdy, Heist. How's the new house treating you? Quite well, thank you. It no longer feels new. It now feels very much like home, and it's been going well. Dude, can you go find a box to sit in? Thank you. Love you, buddy. These kitties are so needy today. It's fine. Glenn Holland, last one was free. Thank you. Appreciate that, my friend. T12 Productions, Brakeman, 30 months. Holy shit! Mark and Heist are the same person? Yeah, I know. Damnedest thing. Goodness. It's fine. Steam Power, is this specific to 491 or K37 in general? This one, right here, right now, as far as we have it, is very much 491. Obviously, because she's got her perfect smiley face, and she's got a wood pilot and all that fun thing. But if we start turning off some of these fun things and turning on some other things, let's see, where is my pilot? If we take off the wood pilot, put the cut wood pilot on, turn off the boiler tubes, and then also the cast front steps, all of a sudden it looks very not like 491. And then somewhere in here, la 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 la. This is always the joy of taking over a model from someone else in Blender, is that everyone kind of works slightly differently. And I'm still getting used to where everything lives here. But you know, all of a sudden you get the snowplow instead. And all of a sudden it's very 499 looking. Though this specific setup with 491 smiley face doesn't work. So if we take off 491's front smiley face and we put on, oh, I don't know, 97's or 96's or 93's, with all of the goofy, dumb details, Tom and I sat there and looked at every variation of K37 and went through and like, oh, hey, 97's is higher because of the plow, but more uniform. 96's was kind of weird. 93, one side is slightly longer than the other one because, of course, 91 obviously had braces, but then, of course, that doesn't work with the plow terribly well. And then there's 491 or 490 who had the frowny face. So yes, and also no. It is 491, but it's also literally everything else, which you know, we'll get into some more of that and talk about all the fun that goes into those things as we go down the road here. But I'm gonna turn everything else back on. Boiler tubes, front steps. Oh, and we could put rock guards on if we want or not. Also a fun little thing, little detail. But yeah. Jake Soares 94, glad I realized you were streaming because I was about to join the work call with an inappropriate join sound, LOL. I'm glad. Hey, we are in the recording channel in the Discord, so hopefully it's straightforward. Drunken Narwhal, Engineer 30 months. Oh, hey, K37, yes. This will be useful to look at for your build. You promise you'll do it justice from the buffered version. Oh boy. Buffers on a K37, it hurts my brain. It's fine. Striker 9136, Engineer 34 months. Thank you so much. Mick Jesse 21, Engineer 6 months. You've only been here 6 months, but that's still a good bit of time. Time is moderately fictitious. No, it's fake. It's not moderately fictitious. It's definitely fake. Jordan Freeman, wonder why my emails weren't answered. I must have missed that in my travels. I'll double check. My apologies. I was gone and visiting Durango and operating the 20 and all the stuff the past week, so I'm sure I just missed something there, and that's my bad, and I'll take a look. Glenn Holland, see you there. Yes, see you there. Patrick McNeely, Fireman, 30 months. 30 months. How much for the chest freezer in the basement or garage? They're jerseys, right? It's fine. Creations galore. You should play Rails of DG County on Roblox. I've heard legends of that game many times. I haven't played it yet, but maybe we will one of these days. IH Pro 2102, Engineer 10 months. Hey, hi, happy January. Going to be going to Amherst Railway Hobby Show a couple weeks, but yet unfortunately downgraded Breakman, but you're still able to catch the awesome videos. Hope to run into you. Cheers. Thank you. No worries. Like, take care of you first. Don't ruin your financial situation for me. But I hope to see you there as well. Steam Power, congrats to the board of COS managing to make Mark's productivity go down even more via chat, cats and chat. Also emails going in DMs before I forget again. Thank you. Yes, this is all actually a ploy by Tristan for me to work less because I'm reading top chats instead of actually 3D modeling. And note that I'm not going to stream every single thing that we do to this model because streaming the model, as fun and interesting of a process as it is not, as you've noticed, terribly productive versus actually modeling it, but it does mean that we can get a little bit more content on the YouTube and then also get some stuff done too, which is a win-win for everybody. So Jordan Freeman, go on Hades, do what you best, annoying owners. Yes, he's a sweet little boy. He's still right here behind me. Zeus has gone somewhere else, but Hades is still sniffing around, hoping to annoy me, I think. So Striker 9136, so like with the 10-20-60, having some NDM flares, you look forward to a K27 with some 2250 isms, eventually insert troll face here. There is already some pain, some severe pain that was already modeled for this, that maybe down the road we will show. I don't think we can start this stream by showing some of the pain that is the customizations for this that already exist, that I begrudgingly accepted. It's fine. Anyway, Darthalamus, Conductor, 26 months. Hades living up to the name, as always. Celestial Caboose, Brakeman, 60 months. It's Dr. Markle and Mr. Heiss. Pretty much. Two sides of the same coin, right? Toon Train, Brakeman, 22 months. Is this new or did I miss a week or two? LOL. This is new. This is the first one. Hey, look! It's most of the way done. Because I didn't do most of the modeling. It's fine. Average RPG character, Fireman, 28 months. Hey, Mark, would love to hear that ACL 6 in person. Hopefully you want to / are available to come to the Kishko Whistleblow this October. Cannot wait to have Little Chew done in the coming months. Excellent. I don't know yet. I have not... High Wings and Strings. Normal K37. Yeah. I'm trying not to bemoan choices that we've made, but it's fine. Average RPG character, I don't know. I'm not sure what my end of year looks like at all yet. Honestly, my schedule past May, I don't really have a handle on whatsoever. So maybe not. I don't know. WT 2006. What's up, Heist? How many birds we got today? None yet, but we'll see what happens from here, I guess. Cody Finkelstein, 7884. Brakeman, 20 months. Mikado Monday. What timeline am I living in? A century of timeline, apparently. Yearly Gymnast 98. Damn it, Carl! Hi, Mark. How's it going? It sounds like Carl's fucking up. What else is new? Doing good. Colorado Train History Engineer, 19 months. What do you think of the photos and videos you sent last stream? And the ACL 6 chime sounds fantastic on 482. I enjoyed them. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yes, the ACL 6 does sound awesome. Oh! Allison James took the lack of birds personally. Why, thank you, Allison Chains. Also, with the most recent top chat as well. Engineer, 25 months. Holy K-Cast, Birdman, did Mark approve of this? Model looks amazing. Can't wait to see this running around San Juan in game. Me too. I have to finish, making the rest of it. We'll get there. So, it's totally fine. Let me see. I've got a DM from Tristan. It's in the description. We'll see. We'll see what we have to do there. Anyway, I'm gonna jump into Discord. I see that Jersey is at least there. He's one of our researchers. And Alex also there, though he is mute deafened, so he's probably away at the this very moment. But anyway. Howdy, sir. How's it going?
Hello. Who's this Jersey guy you're talking about?
I don't know. Who's Mark? What's Heiss? I don't even Heiss. It's fine. All right, I need to do some more work on the front pilot deck, because I've realized it is God's most obnoxious component. And that was what I was working on before I left. And
I am aware of how obnoxious this area is. Ask me how I know.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Yeah. I literally was looking around at the model and Tom did such a fantastic job getting it oh, look, K-37, it looks done. But the devil is always in the details, and there's always so much more to go and so much more to do. And looking at it, I was like, well, shit, where do I start? And so I told myself, hey, I'm going to start at the front and work my way back. And I know there's more detail I need to do to the pilot beam itself, but the interface between the pilot beam and the pilot deck meant that I kind of had to have the pilot deck modeled before I could come back to the beam. And it's a lot, shrug, so...
Something I've been meaning to ask is with the cylinders, is there no seam in the middle? Is it just all one piece?
Nope, there is a seam, and that is also to be done. But as I said, start from the front and work my way back. We're not that far back yet. We have 2 more feet of locomotive to go through before we get there.
This is going to take a long time.
It's just the name of the game. So
for the pipes, are you just going to do like a segment of pipe, then cut off at whatever foot of engine you're... you just add segments of pipe 1 foot at a time?
One foot at a time. Yeah, of course. Injector delivery? No, never heard of it. Also, like, some of the things are placeholder just to get the vibe feeling right. 91 didn't have monitors. These are monitors that I believe were modeled by Dan. The Nathan number 9s that we have to model for this are going to be a joyous pain in the ass. Ask me how I know. It's fine. But, yeah, so we'll get there. But we'll probably just do those things as units rather than 1 foot at a time. But, yeah, it's fine. Anyway. Surly the Fourth, what do I reckon a K-38 would look like? A K-37 with 205 psi of boiler pressure. So, anyway. Bowser, conductor 24 months, 2 whole years of conductor, let's go. Thank you, appreciate that. Norman, brakeman 22 months, been to the Great Oregon Steam Up, let's go 22 M. 22 months. Oh yeah, thank you. I have not been to the Great Oregon Steam Up. I know there's a bunch of stuff going on at Sumter sometime later this year for their 50th anniversary, which I'm not sure if I'm going to yet or not. I need to put that in the plan, but anyway. It's fine. Foxy Wrench, welcome to the conductors, thank you. Napford Master 98, you started doing Blender, what, 2 months ago, and now you're at this? Did you have any prior experience? I'm seriously tasting the jelly. I had no prior Blender experience. I did not make the majority of this 3D model, although I've gone through and done a fair bit on the front end. Yeah, I just had CAD experience in Blender. Thinking in 3D space is a very different... it's very different and very the same depending on programs. Obviously, there's a lot of hotkeys and a lot of tips for Blender and little tricks that you can pick up on. But generally, to me, it's all about seeing and visualizing 3D space, which is very much the same. And so, yeah, it's it's been a lot. How many hours do I have? I have 147.3 hours of Blender at this point. So I've done a couple work weeks worth of time in Blender. It's fine. Brandini 555, speaking monitors IRL, coal farm in 2 years. Don't forget to code it so the injectors don't pick up as the safeties are about to pop. The newbies gotta learn. I have heard from people who have run monitor injectors that the monitors that we have in the game are not nearly finicky enough. And I wholeheartedly believe that, and we'll probably get to coding that with a little bit more folks who have that experience. So anyway, more to come there. And obviously, hey, we're doing this model for Century of Steam. Usually we don't talk about Century of Steam specifically on this channel and all that stuff. Obviously, if we're modeling for it, questions are allowed and accepted. Just know that I'm not really going to be throwing any real new tidbits out. It's all stuff that we've talked about before. So if you've watched all the content, don't expect anything too terribly surprising there. Jay Spillerin, Mikado Monday, whatever shall we have next? T1 Tuesday. No, that's not my jurisdiction. That's the jurisdiction of one who's rather tall. Chainbreaker, how much for a four-wheel trailing truck to be added as a joke? Yeah, it really should be a Berkshire, but no. Tomica Clive? I'm sorry. Brickman, 14 months, rarely catch a stream live. UK, have fun with 20. Thank you. So far it's been very fun with 20. Okay. We need to continue on this pilot deck, and I need to do what I said I would do for Tristan, because that's probably just a good shout. So, don't mind me ADHD going through all of the things here. We're not back soon. We're back right now. What did Tristan want me to say? Yeah, we do need 346 viewers, Tristan. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Why is this annoying? No, I didn't want 6. There we go. There we go. Century of stream, yes. All right, now we've got a disclaimer on the bottom so that everyone understands exactly. We're trying to maintain the distinct brands and all that sort of thing, which is important. Because yes, this supports me, but it also means that I can spend more time working on this. So, yes. Let's see, we got one more thing. From Jordan Freeman, conductor, 34 months. Think the K36 has the highest ratio of preserved to overall built locomotives in the world. Wrong, look up the Dinerwick Alice class, 11 out of 11 preserved. Oh yeah, totally. I'm not. I know that there's stuff that all got preserved. The 36s are just neat, and that most of them run. So, okay, let's see. Somewhere I have a drawing of this. Here we go. Let me pull that up. So part of the esoteric fun that comes with 3D modeling for this sort of stuff is trying to anticipate the drunken stupidity of the railroad that made these things. This is the Rio Grande's drawing, scanned in, provided to me by Brett, of the specific, the front footplate, as they decided to call it, as drawn in, I guess, March 4th, 1926, because it's used on both the 36 and the 37. Hee hee ha ha, very fun. And as you can see, much of what is here is not done yet on the model. It's largely there, but I was struggling with a lot of the fun details, which is another joy of 3D modeling fun. The fun challenges here is that, okay, most of my reference that I had was from, surprisingly, DNRGW number 491. And she has the Bissell post for the lead truck and has this big ring around it that is then clamped with these kind of big hooks, which you'll note doesn't look like this drawing whatsoever. Okay, so do you go with the drawing or do you go with the pictures? Okay, usually pictures and measurements from the real model are better than an engineering drawing, knowing that things get changed and whatnot. But looking at it and looking at how everything ties in there, everything's a little different. It gets more and more annoying. So it's like, okay, I got to this point, this far in, and that was that. And then, you know, I'm climbing on the 482 to put my whistle on it at the Durango and Silverton. And what do I notice? Hey, it's a K36, not a K37, but the drawing says that this is used on both. And you know what I see? You know what I find out? Let me find the picture, because I know I took one. Yep. 482 has a thing that matches the fucking drawing. Cool. Cool. Thanks. Great. So we've got the bolts, the whole thing, and an ice ring like that that's set up. I don't know why some of them are nuts and then one's at the bolts going the other way. It's a whole thing. But then you look at 91 and you go, wait, but she has whatever the hell this is. Why are they like this? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So part of the fun, joy, and frustration in doing any 3D modeling is going through and then figuring out, okay, well, which one do you do and why, and is it important enough to then be a customization option, or is it not? And that's part of the game that we always think of in terms of 3D modeling stuff for what we're doing. So for me, it's not going to match 91, but I'm going to go through and model as drawn what it's supposed to have. Unless I look at the rest of the K37s and they all have the weird hook situation that 91 has, which I actually have realized I've not done yet. So we'll think about that. Let's think about that. Why not? Yes, and Wings is in the chat reminding me also, yes, there's also 3 different headlight steps on the 37 because rear grand. Yeah. So let's see. Where is the headlight step in our... Yeah. 91 has hers here. 93. Hey, is it the same? No. It's one set of bolts up on the smoke box door. And then 97 has it 2 sets up. And a lot of that is to deal with the snow plow, and 91 never had a plow. Maybe they were like this to begin, but yeah. It's just one of those things, and you're like, God damn it. Thanks for your grand. Why is this all different? Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh, the differences. Hey guys, look, 498 has the same clampy thing that the 91 has. Okay, so maybe the game is then, hey, this is what a 36 has, and this is the rear grand drawing, and the lazy drunk fucks at Burnham did this instead.
Do you have any pictures of the front of 493?
I'm certain that I do. Let me look. Let me go back in my images 10 years ago.
Oh, even better. Do we have 99? Oh no, 99's got the plow. I doubt we have 99.
Well, you know, some of us have.
Well, I've seen what. Well, I've seen things around
some of
99.
us, maybe an unknown person who somehow had access to my Google Photos, has been all over the 99. I don't know who it was, but
oh jeez,
you know, damnedest thing. So we can take a look. Let me see. Let me dive back in my photos. 10 years ago, dies of death. Time is fake. To when we were in Silverton getting the 93 in service, you know, dragging her out of the weeds and all that. Because yes, I have many pictures of her. Hey, look, a very tall child. That's not zoomed in enough though, so. Let's see. She still had her flanger.
I see the clamps.
I need a more front-on shot. Did I take a better picture? I took lots of pictures of that choo-choo.
There's also oh, hold on. There's also a YouTube video I've found.
Apparently, I didn't take a detailed picture of the pilot deck because, of course, I didn't. Because I didn't. Because, God damn it. Because I learned about boilers, and that's that. It does vaguely look like... It looks like her Bissell post is totally different, or it's been partially robbed.
Has it?
It might have the clampy guy there, but it doesn't look like... It was not sitting right, but I mean, she was also mega taken apart, so... Yeah.
I'm trying to find pictures of the thing sitting. I feel like, well, even still, it's got at least a clampy guy, it looks like, so...
Oh, nope. There it is.
Oh, no.
Well, there it is. Yep. Hey, K37, Drunk Fucks at Burnham. That's 3 of the 10 that we've looked at so far.
Well, actually, that's 3 of the 10 across both the batches, too.
That is true, with 98 being the later batch, and 93
Yeah.
being, and 91 being early batch. Let me see.
I'd say we have... Okay, so that's 3 of them.
So, it turns
got a
out I
fourth.
will be modeling what 491 is supposed to have. Or 491 has, because apparently that's just what they have anyways.
Oh, wait. Do you think the rec photos of 490 would have...
It
the
certainly
pilot
might.
exposed? Let me go look.
Let me see. Royal Gorge. There we go. Oh, okay.
there's
See,
a
whoever snuck
photo.
in my Google Photos really wanted to get a backside picture of what the inside of the plow looks like, but you can't see
I
the Bissell
see.
post, unfortunately. But this reference will help us later.
It's
because-
a surprise tool that will help us later.
It will, because another joy of all these 3D modeling things and going through and looking at historic images of the locomotives. 99 has what we refer to lovingly as the permaplow, where they just cut the wood pilot and then threw the plow over top. Whereas a lot of the other 36s and 37s had a steel beam pilot that then had a plow that contoured to fit over it. So
Yeah. I'm going to send this to you. I can't see anything in this picture,
okay.
but maybe you
Oh,
can? I don't know what I'm...
Goodness. Yeah. He's
Poor guy.
already dead. He's already dead. Yeah, poor 90. Poor sad stupid choo-choo. It's hard to see, yeah, because it's not quite the right angle. You
though
can see the Bissell post and then what looks like potentially one of those big clamps. But then the rest of it's kind of
Yeah.
hidden by the flanger. So,
So I just got hit with another brainwave. You know how there's a delivery photo of 490 out there with the green boiler?
mm-hmm.
I found 497. I'm still looking for 490, but I know that's a top-down shot of 490 when it's being delivered, so I'm going to try and find that, because it would be one thing if they were all delivered like that. It would be another thing if they all got modified to have that pilot. Who knows? Maybe it's a maintenance thing. It's one of a trillion things with this railroad.
Well, that delivery picture of 90, the toolbox that
You
they
found
had
it. Oh,
early,
jeez.
the toolbox is in the way. Which is another reason, like, this is part of the reason why this fucking casting is so obnoxious, is literally because, hey, I'm used to seeing 91 with the toolbox and all the pictures you take. You see the toolbox or you see the pilot flanger or whatever, and it just looks like a flat deck, but then it is very obviously this huge obnoxious casting, which I didn't even realize until I started making the 3D model, that I had to trim it back. The frame stops and the pilot deck takes over for the frame moving forward to the head end of everything, and it's just like, are you freaking kidding me? That's, just one of those things. It's like, oh, okay, I didn't realize this until I started 3D modeling it. Okay. Add that to the list of things I've learned because of modeling or, designing stuff for Century Steam. So
that is a lot of what me and have been going through
on something else.
The unmentionable. Yes. Yeah.
A certain other thing that would be very relevant on this day that we don't have board approval to talk about yet. Wink, nudge. Yes. Perhaps we shall discuss it. Perhaps not. It's
Perhaps.
fine. Yeah. Good question from Corey Bonesaw asking, how are they connected? And that is what all of these bolts are. You can see, hey, that's the frame. It's bolted into the casting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places right here, and then there's more bolts that are out of frame on top because obviously I was taking a picture of the lead truck. But yeah, then like I don't know why they designed it that way. That's probably what the K36 had. Tristan glances back at chat after hearing board approval. Hi, Tristan. We didn't say anything. It's fine. We just said that there were things that we can't talk about yet. Shut up, everyone.
Well, the thing that I was going to talk about, or ask to see if it was included with the allowed to talk about this thing, clearly. How many customization things are we allowed to talk about?
I have alluded to Tom's heinous crimes that I am in support of extremely begrudgingly. It's fine.
Okay, so
you know,
that's still not even a yes or a no.
I mean, we've shown a couple things, we've said a couple things, but we can talk about anything that applies to the 37. I am just not emotionally prepared to talk about.
No, it's not. It's nothing
thing.
to pain you. It's nothing to pain you. I was just gonna ask if I'm curious to see what it would look like if it had full ladders on the front instead of the little L bracket.
The steps.
Yeah,
that would be interesting. I don't know. That is ahistoric. That is not something they did, but there's also other ahistoric things that have been done.
Well, yeah, that's, that's what I was getting into.
So we can burn that bridge when we get to it. I'm gonna make the model of the locomotive as close as I can to the real thing, and then we'll get there. But we've not even moved to vertice yet because we're still trying to determine what to do, which is most of what goes into 3D modeling. So,
yep.
Anyway,
tell me about it.
Let's see. I know I want to take a picture or look at pictures of the 94 and the 95 because I know I was
going to look at 92. CNT's Facebook. They have the engine taken apart right now.
Right.
No, that's the point.
That's a good shout. When was I? I was stranded in Antonito, Colorado the one day for several hours, and I took a zillion pictures of the 94 and the 95. Again, circa more than 10 years ago. It's fine. It's fine. You can't really see.
Aha! Okay. Yes, CNT has very clear... actually, I'm just gonna... Hold on, I'm just gonna send in Messenger share too.
You know what's really annoying, Jersey? It's hard to see the pilot deck on the 495 because it has a fucking connecting rod lying in the way.
Does it actually?
It did in 2015.
Oh.
Although you can see, hey, clampy guy. So
Facebook Messenger, you should have it.
3637 thing. Let me take a look.
It is a video, but they walk around and there's a very clear shot of the front.
All right. Pulling up the book face. Wow, that thing is crusty looking. Oh, that's another customization that we'll have to do that is gonna absolutely suck to do is all the slots in the running board that some of them had.
Oh,
yeah, that is going to suck.
Actually, it's probably just gonna be an array modifier and then Boolean, but it's gonna be, it's gonna be a bit of a thing. Hey, look, what has she got? She got the clamps. She has... Are you fucking shitting me, Denver and Rio Grande Western?
What happened? Oh.
Her two clampy boys are clocked differently than 91s. Do you see, people? Do you understand the pain that we go through now? Because you see, this one on the right side is behind the tab, and it's behind the ridge of the casting. And the one on the left is ahead. And 91 very clearly has them both ahead, clocked the same, whereas 92's...
Oh,
God damn it.
Oh.
Okay.
And again, this is one of those things. That is a detail. Is that important to model? No. like that is one of those things that is so minute that had I not shown it on stream, none of you would have known or noticed or figured out. Which is kind of the litmus test of, hey, should this be a customization? Should we waste the texture space? Should we waste the 3D, like, reduce the performance of the game to add that level of minutia? And that's one of the things where it's like, no, it doesn't make sense to do that. So we'll just model what's on 91, because it looks like that's what the other ones have anyways. And god damn it, Denver and Rio Grande Western. Yeah. So yeah, pick your battles. Exactly. That's the thing. So that's a lot of the joy. But hey, it doesn't match the drawing. Thanks. Cool. What else is new?
Well, we can figure this out now.
God damn it, Jake. That's funny. I'm seeing I said the word board approval, and the entire board of Studio 346 is now yelling in a group chat, because of course they are. It's fine. Yeah, I don't personally, I would vote no, because I don't think we need to show or any of that, but it's fine.
Agree.
Yeah, exact. Yep. All right, we're all on the same page. Great. Cool. Sorry, viewers. You'll learn about things eventually. All right, let me go through top chats, because I see that there's many, and then we will actually start to move some vertices, and you guys can see how Blender I am at Blender. Anyway. Let's see. Chainbreaker 5063, one class question, then you'll go back to lurking on your commute home. For the 1024E, would it be possible to build it in-game to represent a C16, or are they completely different classes? They are completely different classes. The 1024E is essentially a class 56, which is slightly smaller than a C16. There's enough customization stuff, though, that you could make it close enough that it'll do the thing, basically. So it's a, choose your own adventure there, but it'll be close. It won't be perfect, but again, pick your battles. That's one of the things. So SRAJ, NLY2, engineer 19 months. Hey, Heist, glad to see you. What do you reckon a B40 would look like? Unfortunately, you may not be able to see you in 20 in Durango. Oh, it's a bummer. I'm sorry you won't be able to make it. A B40? Like a B40-8? Like a GE, I assume? Otherwise, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're after there. Thank you, though. Golden Spike, Rail Productions, Brakeman 12 months. Looks amazing. Have you seen my model in DMs? I have not. I'll have to double check that. Thank you. Dat Guy Miller, Brakeman 6 months. You've been a member for 6 months without paying. The birds come for us all. It's quite enjoyable. God damn it, Tom. Anyway. Funny things are happening in the board chat. It's fine. Noah Man! So in Century of Steam, we'll be able to delete pilot decks and other parts that don't affect the main boiler and drivers to make customs without having to mod. No, because going through and doing that sort of stuff would be adding a performance sink to the game for no real reason. And then you're talking about missing faces, and that's a whole rabbit hole that we're not even going to go down, because it doesn't make sense to. It sounds very reasonable to just go, oh, hey, that doesn't exist, right? But, oh, crap, well, now everything, how else do you deal with all that? It's not even worth going down that rabbit hole, so. Uh-oh, we have a quorum. Okay.
What?
The corporate statement is that there is a broad range of Mikados at the top of our list within our consideration.
Oh, God damn it.
Quote.
Did Tom just quote that? Is that a Tom quote?
That is a
quote,
literal
yep.
Tom quote.
Yeah.
Yes. So, anyway, spoilers. That'll be later. We'll talk about those things.
There are
later.
no Mikados in Mount Bossing.
There are none. None Mikado left beef. Anyway, don't mind me. I still have a cough from when I was sick. It's fine. Tristan Benz 224, hello, hi, happy to see you back. Hope you have been well. I have a weird locomotive you will hate, and I'm slightly evil. The Canadian Pacific R1. I don't know what that is. Let's take a look. Canadian Pacific R1. It's Battle Pistons.
It's Battle Pistons.
This was a top discussion in one of the early Cursed Train streams. Yeah, Battle Pistons.
Got rebuilt into decapods.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking terrible.
They're the only decapods that I would argue look goofier than Russian decapods.
Yeah, Russian decapods. When I was seeing 1630 in person for the first time and realizing that it still has tires that were designed for either standard or 5-foot gauge hurts my brain. So
those engines are whew.
Yeah, it's fine.
Scrat just sent me a message.
It's fine. Non-Mikado left beef.
No, it has to do with that. I'm just gonna put this in VC text.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Well done, Strat. Anyway. KFC Gaming 4891, Breakman 21 months. Hey, hi, amazing Mikado, amazing job. Thank you again. Most of the credit goes to Wings and Strings, who did most of the 3 model here. Train a Cat, Conductor 9 months. Hey Mark, I have a small yellow cat eye stop sign from a Griswold banner signal. I will send it to you, covering postage. All I ask for in return is MOW. Shoot me a DM. We could chat about that. Appreciate that. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh wow. Yeah, top chats I need to catch up on. It's fine. Cassidy HDR, Brickman 2 years. New streaming series, Who Dis, also 2 years. Yeah, time's fake. Pirate Pilot 9000, welcome to the Fireman. Thank you. Trainman, Conductor 11 months. I once met a conductor who lost his job due to union disagreements. You could say he was railroaded. Limes, but yeah, it sounds about right. It's fine. Stein, Fireman 14 months. What I call elevators, the Brits call a lift. Guess we were raised different. Limes. God damn it. It's fine. Average Pokemon fan, Breakman 25 months. Was Montezuma completed? You're out of the loop. The 3D model of the Montezuma is to a point where it doesn't really make sense to live stream what needs to be done. Still, like, we have to go and redo a bunch of stuff and change some things, and we'll do an update, and probably that'll be a streamer video or something, but it doesn't make sense to show all of that live, like this sort of thing. So Montezuma Mondays will return at some point too, but we've got, a Mikado to look at for now. 94 Chevy, Connector 26 months. 26 months on this crazy train where the brakes got left at the shop. Inconceivable! Here's to another 26 months. Cheers. Thank you. And Nozuma, should I get out the TNT against Solid Knotworks? Yes, we should still blow up SolidWorks. Blender is a much more stable and enjoyable program to touch than SolidWorks, which, with Blender how Blender is an amazing statement to say. But that's how bad SolidWorks is. Joe Man, Engineer 17 months. Hee. Big narrow gauge shoot you go brrr. Yes, thank you. Temo Rat 2, $37. Thank you. A happy belated birthday to me. Here's some money. Keep doing the thing and give the cats a scratch. Neither of them are down here at the moment, so I can't right now, but I will later. Thank you so much. NC Pilot, how did Mikado get its name? Mikado sounds a bit Japanese, but I could be wrong. I don't know how the Mikados got their names originally. Someone who's more in history knows it. They did, for a brief time, specifically the USRA designs got renamed to MacArthur's during World War II because of the Japanese connection. Which is a fun bit of history, but...
The 282 originally, the first 282 was on the Lehigh Valley, which was the I believe, the first decapod turned into the first 282.
Okay.
But the Mikado gets its name from a large batch order of actual 282s that went to the Japanese railways in like 1897 or 8.
Interesting.
And then I believe it refers to an emperor.
I have heard that. Yeah. Yeah, it means emperor.
And funny enough, the 282 as like a genuine rail arrangement, not Lehigh Valley bullshit. I believe originated here around the same time for a logging railroad or a Sioux line predecessor, if I'm remembering correctly. whatever it was, it didn't have enough time to be named here, so Mikado, and thusly it was the Mikado.
There it be. That makes sense. First created for export to Japan. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Interesting. Today I learned. That makes sense. Brakeman, Maddie Miller, Brakeman, 32 months. Hi, it's fun to see cool shit, isn't it? Yes, it is. Thank you. Vintage Renewed, Fireman, 36 months. Would be interested to have you look at Sumter Valley 19 and 20 for differences. Right now, I only know the flanger BS not and changed lubrication system because Doyle. Yeah, the more you look at locomotives in depth, even the same sisters and everything, the more you learn. So that would definitely be fun. Roscoe 1151, busy helping my dad move house, so I'll have to catch this on replay. Looking good, can't wait to see it in game. Here's some dollar dues for the cause. Thank you. Trainman, the Milwaukee Road. Thank you. SolidWorks, thank God Blender can take over the streaming duties. You're welcome, you piece of shit. CS Railway Society. Yeah, we'll finally have a chance to run a K37. F. You know, if you didn't throw the entire gallon can of lighter fluid into the firebox that one time, maybe you would have had a shot to run the real one too. It's fine. Anyway. Let's see. So
look, it's all fun and games until someone with the channel name of Blender Official shows up.
It's gonna happen. That's just the level of stupidity.
Now that I've said it out loud, it's gonna happen in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. 94 Chevy, will this model include 91's new tender? If so, sign it. LOL. Actually, yeah. The unsurprisingly, the roughed out tender that Tom made was, you know, based on my SolidWorks engineering drawings for 91's new tender.
We said their name 3 times.
Uh-oh. They have arrived. It's fine. It's fine.
Howdy.
It's fine. Howdy. This is Wings and Strings, who is the legend that made most of this model, and I'm just now going through and doing all of the super fun, obnoxious Rio Grande detailisms. And
I did a start. You're going to end up doing most of it by the time it's done.
Pretty much.
There's a couple of things I could already see are off on my end, like the stanchions were temporary. I never got around to doing the final ones on the side of the boiler.
Yeah.
One thing you could do with that pilot, though, is where the outside members split, go ahead and do a crosswise edge seam there, or not like a Mark Sharp or whatever, but
oh sure,
on the pilot deck where you have the section where it splits on the outside around the things. Go ahead and just kind of split that off widthwise, and then do a limited dissolve. It'll clean up your top over there.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, specifically all of those bits. Yeah. Let's see. Can we just do a limited dissolve on that and it'll just be fine? Maybe. Oh god.
You're gonna want to clean up those like inset squares for the beveled corners before you do that, though, because it's got a bit of an awkward profile for how it goes over that hump.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of the things about Blender, and like that'll be one of the interesting things about doing this as a recurring stream thing. Is like there's a lot of layers to getting good at a program like this, or making something for a game like this, where
right.
You know, first battle is understanding the equipment. You know, you have all the drawings available to you. You know, and we have a saying at the company: every drawing is wrong in some way, and it's up to you to find where it's wrong. Like, the stack on the erecting card for these was off. The sand dome was completely off. We just ended up taking measurements directly from the real thing and just doing it that way. And it's something where, you know, then the thing is, you know, how experienced are you with the program for modeling this? And then, you know, how good is your topology? How efficient are you with making curvature and stuff? That kind of thing.
Right.
But yeah, in the case of this part, I would literally just get rid of all of those and then just do a cut straight across horizontally at the top of that.
Right. Something like that, and then...
I'm also realizing stream delay is probably not helping in that regard.
Yeah,
but...
yeah, you know, it's fine. Yeah, topography is such a key part to making stuff look nice, and texture nice, and be easy to understand. That is a very, very much a long learned thing, and I'm still learning there in my experience. But yeah.
Yeah, so stream caught up, that definitely looks better. What I would just do then is look at it from the side and drag the vertices of the bevel down and use snap to edge, and then that'll just make everything coplanar there. And then you should be good.
Oh yeah, I got it. It isn't coplanar, those shouldn't be coplanar because the way that casting is, which
you might just need to subdivide it a bit then to get it shading right.
Right. Because the way that it's drawn,
that's the other thing.
it is
Castings are terrible for Blender if you want to keep it low poly. Like anything fabricated is fine. It's just shapes. And shapes are their
Tom
own
likes shapes.
Inside. Yeah. Shape's good. But yeah, if you got multiple compound curves and multiple axes, it's a matter of like you need to block out what you want to do first before you start doing all your bevels, or it's just going to be a nightmare to try to graft things in later.
Right. And I learned that on something else for another thing that is perhaps in the broad range of, Mikados that is on our list. So
at the top of our list.
At the top of our list, exactly. Yeah. Harumph, harumph. Give the governor a harumph. Yes. Tristan says you're the master of shapes, by the way. So.
All right, I'm changing my Discord name to Shape Miser BRB.
The they, the them, the shapes. Shapes. It's fine. Next time I go to Australia, I'm gonna have to bring you back some shapes. So, yeah, let's see. So are those are the two different lips are not shouldn't be coplanar, but these guys, again, because of the way that's cast, yeah, I'm gonna have to do another little guy there to split those out, because the way that sits in the casting, in order to make that one flat plane, I kind of have to do that.
Well, at least you've got it reduced to quads though, so that is like if it's a quad, it'll shade a lot better than like a non-coplanar N-gon, which
totally.
Which is what Unreal, the nice thing at least is like you can keep stuff as N-gons, it'll automatically triangulate itself in engine. So that's kind of nice. Although I think it is literally just a mesh function to triangulate in Blender, but
right.
But yeah, one of the other things we're hoping with these streams is you kind of get to see how the sausage is made, and it helps you understand and appreciate like stuff for this game is made to a really demanding standard and takes a long time to do.
Yes.
And like I know people have been waiting for the Mikado since we showed the announcement trailer, and we'll talk about those at some point as well.
Yes.
There's a little bit of stuff to talk about with that eventually, but the main thing is like we hope that this helps people understand and appreciate how that stuff gets done, and potentially like inspires people to, mirror the same standard into their own projects. And we've seen a lot of offers of folks who are like, hey, we'd like to work with Studio 346 either as a contractor or what have you. And the biggest hurdle to that is folks understanding the standards that we use and expect for the game, and hopefully something like this will make it clear before people who want to do that, reach out, and helps make it a smoother transition.
Right. Totally.
Because like a lot of our contractors are literally just people who watched us making stuff for the game and said, hey, I'm working on this thing that's 3 foot. I think I can get it up to the standard you guys need. Do you want to play ball? And usually the answer, if they're good people and everything seems amenable, is yes.
Yeah.
Like this is a group effort. Many hands make light work. So.
Absolutely. Very well said. All right, that's a little better. Let's see. We need to. I'm trying to figure out where I left off. There's a lot that I still need to do on this. I generally have the cast structure. Yeah. How many pictures do you think I've taken of this locomotive at this point? Too many.
Not enough.
Too many and not enough at the same time. that's not the set of pictures that I thought it was. Where... I have the overall shape of much of the pilot deck correct. But some of it, even before we get to the interface with the Abyssal Post, isn't right. It's also entertaining going through all of the pictures and everything for reference, finding the other random shit you come across, like, you know, there's Dusty at being annoyed at me taking a million pictures while oiling around during Polar 2 years ago. It's fine. Let's see. There we go.
Yeah, but I mean, like, getting enough reference together to be able to do a locomotive like this sometimes does take that long.
Right. So we've got the holes to cut in that'll be booleans. We've got the hole at the back, and then it's got raised portions on the inside there, and then the interface with the Abyssal Post. And then all the little obnoxious gussets. Those are going to be a pain in the ass. Yep, devil's in the details. It's fine. It's fine. Uh-oh. I just got a DM from Jimmy's friend Dusty on Discord saying, "Are you not in Discord for this stream?" I am. I'm just in my company's Discord because it's Studio 346 stuff. So yeah, no, I just get to show a picture of you and not not have you talk, apparently. It's fine. There's always a million little steps of analysis paralysis on what to do next and all the things, but I guess we can work on Abyssal Post things, the interface with the Abyssal Post next.
Is the cross-section of that sort of cross-member there really off-center from the Abyssal Post?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Thanks, Rio Grande.
Yep. That's super cool, isn't it?
Yeah, the sliding scale of working on a game, or like working on stuff for this game, is you learn to love the equipment, and then you learn to absolutely loathe and despise the people who built it.
Yep. That is extremely true. But yeah, literally, you can see that the bolt holes that the 36s have, that the 37s don't, are ahead of that member. Oh shit, and then it's different thicknesses right there. God damn it, Rio Grande.
What's a quarter inch between friends?
It's a half inch, but yeah.
Oh.
Same difference. Always a joy. Always a joy. Alright, so if that... These guys need to then go GX 0.5. Yeah. And then we'll bevel that later, but that's actually the difference right there in thickness. Because of course it is. Because lizard. God damn it. So it begins. I guess I will go through top chats because we got to get that. From Trainman, what's my favorite air horn? Yours, the Nathan M5. M5's good. I don't think I have a particular favorite horn, but the M5 is quite good. Stein 564, were there any narrow gauge decapods? Actually, there was. Pinging at Armagon.
There were two built for the, I think, Mexican National Construction Company.
Right.
Baldwin kept it in its advertising material in the narrow gauge catalogs, and they never got any other orders because at that point, weight of rail and quality of track was improving enough to where you could just get a 280.
Right. Yeah, it's basically a C19 or a Class 70 that it was just made into a 210 instead, which is funny.
Lighter axle loading, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You've farmed 30 months. Will there be a K37 kitchen mini game /S? Hope all is well. Classes started this morning for me. Thank you. Yeah, it's doing well. And time will tell, I suppose. Smiddle, engineer, 43 months. You had a guy met in Charlotte. Get to hear your whistle on the same day y'all were taking the videos. He said it sounded amazing and loved to hear it on the 20. It was on 20 for that one day only. So that's that was that, which is why it's on the 82 down in Durango instead of on 20. Osage Orange Gaming! K37 pilot tech stuff. Yes. Biscayne, engineer 36 months. Hey, Heis. Good to see you. Curious about something since the drawings are so borked. Which examples did you reference for the model? Just 91. Carry on. As we were kind of going through earlier, all of them. Every picture we can. The fun spoiler for some of you is that this is basically 494's pilot because she's got the prettiest one that's the least fucked up. So, that sort of fun stuff. Rails to Fails, Breakman 20 months. First, Monty, now a Mikey. What's next? A Mountie? I guess we'll see. Co-founder, NERU, everyone's super stoked. You and Leighton are coming out to Amherst, still trying to locate that beer you both drink. We like the beer kind of beer. So whatever you got, please, by all means. 94 Chevy, wait a minute. I thought this channel wasn't for Century of Steam stuff. LOL. Yeah, that's been a change this year. So, it was approved by the board, as we talked about. Heist Blender program. Heard another program was bad-mouthing me. Yeah, SolidWorks likes to badmouth everyone, because SolidWorks is just a problem. Shawnee Mission, engineer 33 months. Hi, Mark. Happy to catch you on the stream, and so happy to have met you on Tony's Excursion on Friday. It truly made my year. I have some footage from the platform, the first car, if you want it again, and thanks. Yeah, please send it my way. That would be lovely. I have very few videos of me running, because when I'm running, I was not filming. I've got lots of great footage of Jeff and Dusty having fun. And I have a couple clips that were sent to me of me running by Beans. Hi, Sam, if he's out there. But, yeah. So it was great to meet you, too. Anyway, Corey Gibson, conductor, 29 months. Hey, 29 months. Yay, me. God. It's been that long? Time's fake. Ella Gamer, engineer, 23 months. Hey, it's kind of cool and kind of you to work on this for Heist's friend Mark from Studio 346. Hope you had fun running on the DNS. Yes, I did. Thank you. It was, we'll get into all that, and I need to, do some more work on all the footage that I have. I have like 5 hours of video from the DNS, so it's fine. But we'll be showing that off later. Okay, so we fixed the thickness issue. I'm gonna have to boolean these two things together at some point. And that, do I have that height right? I might not have that height right, which makes this a joy. Where? I just keep running into pictures of Dusty. God damn it. I need pictures of a pilot. Not the roundhouse foreman. Yeah, it is amazing that I've taken so many pictures of the locomotive, and it's too many pictures to sift through, but then it's not enough pictures for actual reference. I might have that height right. Let's see, that's at 38 and 51 thou. That's fine. And then the deck is at 33.2. So that's basically 5 inches higher, more or less. What is the drawing? What does the drawing say? What does the drawing say? That's the joy. It says 6 inches from the top of the deck surface to the top of the frame rail connection. But that circle is... Is that dimensioned anywhere, Denver and Rio Grande? 1.5 inches. It's 1.5 inches lower, so it's 4.5 inches, so it's about a 1/2 inch too high. Oh, why did I close that? Whatever. So this whole surface basically needs to be at 37.5. So we'll do that, which means that this has to then lower down. So 37.5, and it obviously needs to be cut off and merged in there, but we're not there yet. That does look a little better. Yeah. Goddamn castings, man. Don't mind me staring, like, empty-brained at Rio Grande pictures, being like, why? 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 Yeah, that's probably not a story that I can tell on stream. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks... It's a slight rise from the junction there, which needs beveled still, but we do that last because... otherwise it makes redoing and adjusting anything an utter pain. Alright, so I guess... Yeah, I guess merging these two is going to be kind of important at this point. Which means that I'm going to get rid of that half of it, basically. And then reconnect those guys. Oh boy. And then we'll put the faces back that were deleted by our brashness here. No, not like that. No, want all four of those. There we go. Okay. We don't want that face because we're going to just mirror this when I add it in. Where does this go to the bottom? That's why I shouldn't have closed that. I knew I was going to reference that drawing again. It smooths in? Does it do that on the 36 and not the 37? Because the 37 definitely doesn't look like it does that. Yeah, it does not neck in at all on the 37. This is 91's pilot. But does it do that on the 36? Is that an esoteric difference that I'm going to have to think about someday, probably? No, but also, god damn it, Rio Grande. Here's 482's pilot. It has the proper ring around the Bissell post, basically, but it doesn't have all the same gussets that the 490s do. And it's got extra slots in the running board there that the 490s don't have. Lizard. God damn it. That's fine. Yes, the 36 and the 37 are the same, we promise. Okay, so it doesn't neck down, so that goes, and it basically we'll get that to be the height of the pilot deck. So with GZ, do that, snap to edge there. That's good. Then this geometry is gonna have to merge with that geometry. And so is that stuff right there, so. Oh, Christ. Yeah, This is the joy, because that basically needs to end there, but we don't want to open a hole in the bottom of the pilot. So we'll just get rid of those vertices, I guess. There is a middle rib that goes all the way back. Can't knife tool that. And that's on the top, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Snake farm. Okay, we'll just extrude that down. That'll give us that. And then we can fill that and fill that. Go around those vertices, give us a new face again. And that way, that is no longer drawn through too far. That's more gooder. Okay, so now we can presumably add a modifier to this, and it's generate. It's a Boolean, because we're going to add it, and we're going to do that after the edge split, but before the mirror. And we're going to do the union of this and that. So now, theoretically, if we hide that guy, when we have the Boolean set up, it should add those things together. Apply that. No, it's not union, it's the intersection. Oh, it doesn't oh, that's right. Okay, right. Booleans, man, how does that shit work? There needs to be an intersection of the two parts. Yeah. All right. Nope. All right, Tom.
What?
Blender, help!
What do you need?
I need this object to become a part of this object. And I'm trying to do it with the Boolean, and it is not behaving.
Oh, you need to like merge it into the part?
Yeah. I guess
Okay,
I could
first,
just grab all the
first
vertices and then
what
do
you're gonna want to
join,
do is
rather.
Yeah, what you want to do first is get rid of any mirroring on any of them, and then make sure that their edge splits are consistent before you do that.
The edge splits set up the same. This one's mirrored, but I still want to keep the mirror. Oh, there's more that I need to fix there. That's fine. But what I can do is grab all those verts and just do these two bits and... But I want that one to exist still. Like that. Haha. Just like that. Hey, look, we fixed it, everyone. Screams.
So describe again what it is, the action you want to do.
Nope, already done.
Oh, okay.
I fixed it somehow. Why is all of that raised up by just a little bit? What did I break there? What is going on all of this? How did we get there? This is the joy of Blender, everyone. Is that a back face? Birds!
I mean, there's an easy way to check. Go ahead and, once the bird's there, I can see where it is on the screen.
So, bird jump scare from Ezekiel. Good to see you, dude. That might just be a back face. Actually, that would make a lot more sense than everything else that I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, something you could set up to do that is set it to where you show face orientation. And
how do you do the red for interfaces?
Yeah, so that'll be...
there's too many settings.
Stop joining as members so I can see on the screen, damn it.
We can simply
it'll
move the screen.
it'll be in the top right. It'll be one of the drop downs where you can see like statistics and all of that in there. There'll be an option that says, okay, yeah, the thing that looks like a bow and arrow, drop that down. Should be an option that says face orientation there.
No, it's not in the bow and arrow.
Is it in the overlapping circles?
Yes. Oh, look at all these back faces. Nice going, dude. Cool. Great. Love that.
Yep, that'll affect your...
Hi, the geometry's inside out. And then it exploded. It's fine.
Do recalculate outside. Might actually help. Alt-N?
Alt-N, that's right. Alright. That did help somewhat.
Yeah, you'll just have to go through and manually fix some stuff, I'd imagine. You also got what looks like some overlapping faces there at the front.
Yeah. This is where we're just going to edit the part in isolation and fix all of our problems. SolidWorks is more annoying as a problem, or as a program. That was not a Freudian slip, I promise. But Blender has its own special versions of hell. Okay. Why is there an edge there? Slowly cleaning up this madness. Okay, so now we can box that in, and that's fine. And now we should be able to... If we grab all of this junk down on the bottom and bring it up to the same height there, now we can add a face that spans all of that. Once we merge these guys together. Let's see. G1. Top chats, I promise I'll come back to shortly. Okay. So if we grab all these vertices. Oh, but we need to merge that in too. So we'll do a GX to move. Go to that line, snap it. Same thing there. Now that stuff is matched there. So now we can do a little triangle for that corner, because otherwise this shape is not going to be totally closed properly. Get all that. Well, it almost did what I wanted it to do. That's fine. I guess we'll have to do a quad for most of the deck there. And then this is going to have to be some triangles until we get close enough that we can keep it a properly closed shape. Like, if we do that, we can do a quad, not to there, to that vertex. There we go. And a couple more triangles in this corner. And we've repaired the hole in our floor. Look at that. It's good to see backsides there because that's not going to be visible because the frame member is going to be there. All of this, however, need to be the other way around. There we go. What kind of overlapping face nonsense is this? And then... Oh, Lord. Okay. All of that's just mildly wrong. Alright. We can fix that. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Actually, we don't want to delete the faces. We want to... Well, I'm going to delete those ones. We want to keep this the same. Fill that in. And for now, we want to just kind of fill this in the best we can. By doing all of those guys. It needs to be multiple pieces, because of course it does. I'm going to keep hacking away at the things that are causing problems, like... Technically, I don't need any of these faces, actually, because these are all going to be butted up against the pilot beam. But I need those, but I also need them to not be inside out. Man, how did I manage to do that? It's gosh darn annoying is what it is. Alright, let's see. Yeah, if we delete only faces there.
It just looks like a lot of stuff got overlapped in a bit of an odd way.
Yeah, totally. I'm sure I extruded something and then went the wrong direction with it, and that's basically the issue. But you delete only faces basically all the way around there, and that'll keep the geometry nice, and then we can...
Oh, so you're keeping the edges and you're just gonna fill in with new faces later?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Gotcha.
Just to
I gotta remember that.
A lot of these bits of junk. Because it was like, there's too much overlapping. Why is this like this? Hang on. And we can clean it up kind of now that we have a picture of what everything was wrong. So make a little face there. Make a little face there. Yeah, the thing to remember about modeling in Blender versus modeling in some other hard surface program like SolidWorks or something is that you're making the outer skin of what you're going to see. The exact everything else doesn't matter if it's there or not, and makes it quite interesting. Because yeah, that whole front edge, if I un-isolate it, it's all up against the pilot beam, so none of that stuff really matters. So, however, the backside of this, the backside of water does in fact matter. So. Alright, let's see about this. No, not that vert. That vert. Alright, so that's largely fixed there. Now we just need to get the bottom sorted out. There we go. Get that flipped around the proper way. And we can dissolve a lot of this extra junk away when we get there. But for now, we just kind of need to put the faces where they need to be. And those faces don't need to exist. Nor does that one. It's fine. Oh, that's the problem there. Okay, I was like, hang on, why is this acting like this? Oh, because that is not how that's supposed to be. That's why. Because I basically made it have 0 thickness on accident there. Because, of course. Oh. Because I'm trying to do some stupid shit. That's why. No, I don't want you to do that. That's fine. Choo, katunk, katunk, katunk. There we go. Yes.
Ding, fries are done.
Hey, Drew. How's it going?
Hey.
Okay. We call this, God damn it, Blender Monday.
I've heard. I was wondering if I could pop in and work on other stuff.
You can work on other stuff. We can't discuss other stuff, but you're more than welcome to be here.
Yeah, nothing Mikado related, but
Oh, okay. You know, no Mikados.
not Mikados, but structure related is all I'll say.
Well, you know, details.
Details. This Green Ninja guy, never heard of him, but causing quite the stir in some others stuff recently.
Okay, we almost
something murder modding related, but this Green Ninja guy.
It's fine.
Never seen
knows
him
who
and
it is.
Drew from Studio. Never seen him and Drew from Studio 346 in the same room, just like Heist and Mark.
Exactly. Hey, man, no, Heist and Mark have been seen before at the same time. Mark
They
Huber
have?
and Heist at the Illinois Railway Museum.
You know what? My mistake. I heard the Screen Ninja guy was there. What a guy.
What a dude. All right. That's more or less what we need for now. Just to we can blow holes in this later, but we're plugging holes right now.
Plugging holes.
Okay. Hey, look, our topology is much more better. It's fine. Much more better. It is a drawing of a pilot deck. Okay. Yeah. Well, while we're here thinking about it, let's fix all these vectors to actually face the proper way.
Don't you
Look at
just
that.
love recalculating normals?
Yep. Hey, look. Look at that. All right. So now we theoretically have all of the shit plugged properly, so we can start to figure out how this is actually supposed to be. How long have I been streaming with my desktop not the same resolution as the Life's Hard? It's fine. I should probably do top chats before I jump into anything else here. Much more better. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Goodness. Oh, man. Let me scroll back up. TS1337. Oh boy, can't wait to see the Hollywood paint scheme options on this. Don't you put that evil in me. The K36 generally was painted worse than any of the 37s ever were, but you know, it's fine. Epic Puma conducted 37 months today's stream, brought to you by the Denver and Rio Grande Western, and the letters W, H, and Y. Why? Yes. Darknut 96, Brakeman 34 months. This is neither Three Little Maids or Pocky/Pokey. Sure, thank you. James Patterson, Jeep fan, modeling Fusion myself, and looking at prints while you also do the same thing on the other screen as a trip. Haven't input wrong numbers at all. Yeah, that happens. It's fine. C. Milburn 26, welcome to the Conductors. Dog Boy, Brakeman 9 months, doesn't look like Little Miss number 1. Nope. This is Little Miss fat ass number 91. It's fine. Virgo the Drewski, why Mikado Monday and not Montezuma? Is this a crossover episode? Yes, basically. Alligamer, bouillons work by putting them in hot water to make the soup taster better. You are a railroader, aren't you? There's Ezekiel's set of birds. Thank you. Nazu, engineer 41 months. Birds! Ooh, Mikado Monday. Yes. Catch me outside. Wowie, big choo-choo. I guess I know what I'm watching after work. There you go. Thank you. Stein, a time for you to call it a night. Have fun working on the model, and may SolidWorks be gentle on your soul. We're going to need to exercise Blender, I think, next, so it's fine. Hacks Arouse 3265, upgrading to engineer. Thank you. Very much appreciate that. The Undead Hooligan, no shade, but if you want, I could try modeling it. Don't worry about it. Thank you, though. GP30 Foamer, Brakeman 25 months. Mikado Monday, are we making the 96 prank reality? Why not? That'd be funny. Grave Spartan 21 saw the ACL 6 on 482, and for the moment the ACL made it all the way to Colorado. P.S. Let us have an ACL 6 chime on the COS 282. We have one ACL 6 in game already. I do need to do another one now that I have my own recording of my own whistle, but obviously I've got larger fish to fry right here, right now. Okay. So we need to make the kind of ribbed gussety deals that are on the front and back and sides. The hardware 7/8 because of course it is, but it looks like they're 1 1/4 inch radius and then beveled in there. So we'll take a look at that. It's 1 1/4 inch. The bolt hole on a K36 is centered on the edge there. So we should be good to take these sets of vertices, GY 1.25. Oh, no, GY minus 1.25. Put that there. And then what we can do is grab these guys, GY, snap it there. That's gonna need significant beveling, but again, we bevel last for very obvious reasons. And then this can go GX 1.25. And then this at the back, GY 1.25. Cool. All right. That already feels more like cast bullshit. Let's see. Take that edge. Got some overlapping faces there that we need to deal with. Oh yeah. Unsurprisingly, the rest of this was a problem, like the rest of it was. Okay. Bam. There we go. Lordy. A couple more top chats here. Co-founder, NERU, curiosity is getting the best of me, but did Brett straighten out that brake wheel pull you guys found on the Monarch line? No, we left that where we found it. We wanted to find it and get it and see it and all that sort of stuff, but we didn't take things. It's not nice or wise or proper to take things from wreck sites like that. So, yeah, we left it where it was. Ethan Locke 2150 solely to help support make things like the channel and CS happen. I'm gonna paint bright teal with you paint it bright teal with orange lining. Ouch. Thank you. Random CN unit Brakeman 11 months. So Birdman, have you gotten tired of SolidWorks? Definitely. And Brakeman Beans. Welcome to the Brakeman. Thank you. I hope you saw yourself in my video. Yeah, it came out earlier today. It was great to hang out with you guys down in Durango. Assuming that you are the one, the only Sam Batello, but you know. Let's see. Okay, so we've got that vaguely shaped, and then 91 doesn't follow the drawings. Of course she doesn't. We need to see...
That would be too easy.
Yeah, it would be too easy. Oh, I do still have historic pictures pulled up. See, look at 94. Look at how pretty her pilot is. That's why I modeled her pilot, not somebody else's. She does have one of the stupidest front smiley faces that I'll have to do. And also, Ria Grande, who painted the number on this thing? Did you use crayons?
Something like that.
Someone get Eric and be like, why is this 9 like this?
The boars are also a bit derpy, but you know.
They are derpy.
Chimp Theory undefeated.
Chimp Theory is undefeated. I'm just gonna put that in Eric's chat. Let's see. That's entertaining. Yeah. There's 99
on a bunch of
for context for chat, we have a rule here that anytime there's like weird casting slop or some weird thing that's like inscrutable in a way that would be impossible to model in Blender performantly, like we assume perfect manufacturing processes and not trying to replicate what we so often see, especially on the Grand, which is it feels like this was made by chimps.
Yep.
Hence Chimp Theory.
Yep. That's that is a real thing. Speaking of, I want to figure out this next thing because it's got the raised portion that vaguely follows the contour of everything else. And I'm wondering if that line should just be textured or if I should model it.
Wait, where? For the seam of that?
the
It's inset enough there that I think that should just be a separate piece sitting on top.
Okay. So we will
Let me go there. I need to go.
make it a separate piece that then kind of follows that geometry. Joy. Okay. How many segments did I do for this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's a 24-sided cylinder. Okay.
Also, folks were asking in the Railroader Discord if we were going to do anything Latin American, and I had to remind them that a good chunk of the White Pass Alcos went to Colombia, and then they had a power shortage and they had to buy them back.
That's mildly entertaining.
It is mildly entertaining. Where did I cut you? I cut you
Brakeman
there.
Bean says, I did see myself in your last video. Also for us DNS boys, will there be an oil bunker for the K37? Absolutely. Every modern locomotive will get at least coal and oil. Anything older than a certain point will get coal, oil, and wood. The reason later stuff is not getting wood is just the reality of you have this big of a grate, the thermal output of wood is just going to be a futile effort to try to keep this thing in steam.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Sam, don't worry. I was taking lots of pictures of all of the engines while I was down there for reasons. Because, yeah, I mean, we're just going to copy the arrangement that 93 has, basically, for the oil-burning variant, because that's the one of these that burns oil, right? So to make it an option and everything, that's going to be a thing. Yeah. From 84mer, we've moved on from Monday Monday. Also got a new one for you. If you played Payday, would you be performing a heist? Yes, I used to change my Discord username to Payday the Heist when we were playing like that. So yes. Reeker Gaming, 28 months, 2 whole years. Man, time is not slowing down. No, it's not. Thank you. But yes.
Time is fake.
Time is fake. What are frogs? Alright, we need to do an edge split on this. 50 degree. And we need to do a shade smooth. There we go.
Ooh, shading the meshes smooth.
So that looks about like inch plate to me. That's at 37.5, so we'll just move that to 38.5. That looks about right. Cool. And then, because of course it is, it matches all of the shit around the front and the back, or the sides and everything, but at the back it's cut off. Because of course it is. Because goddamn the Rio Grande.
Yeah, that one.
What was that about chimps again? It's fine. Engineer
was that
Gaming
about?
and 1K, welcome to the conductors. Thank you.
Or was that about every long caboose being different?
Literally. Like different lengths too, not like, oh, there it's got like a different. No, literally not the same length.
Size and speed lettering.
It literally
Should the like compass rose points of that be rounded on the ends? Or?
They do absolutely need to be rounded. I'm just
pulling the vertices out to like.
I'm knowing
gauge
that
the
I'm
size.
gonna have to do bevels here, and I'm scared to make the bevel yet. So let's see. Might make sense to do that now. I don't think I'm gonna have to change too much. So, but do that. Can we just go and apply that?
Adfoamer9212 says, man, I try and get accurate with my train models, and I always feel like I do a good job, but then I see how the models for COS are, and I'm just like, how? Don't take that as discouragement. Take that as inspiration to do another pass of detail. Like, we don't try to be the best we can for the sake of putting others down. We try to do so to be the rising tide that raises all ships.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Well said. There we go. I've got Abyssal Post.
Because, like, if we can make an environment that encourages people to learn these at a higher level and encourages people to want to make better content and love and appreciate trains more, close to what they actually are, then that's only a good thing in our eyes.
100%.
Yep.
Shift Z. So that needs to be inset a little bit. Is there a little drafting on that? There must be. This is another joy of look at the drawing. I dare you. Do I have a dimension on the outside of that? Yeah, 3 and 75. Did I have a dimension on the Abyssal Post, or did I literally just... It's 9 and a 16th, which means that, no, I did not dimension that properly. It's like, why does this look wrong? Because, of course, yeah, 375. So that I have that basically at, it's like 7 1/4 or 7.5 inches. Yeah, 7.5 inches, and it needs to be more like 9 and a 16th. It's almost right.
Did someone read Iron Train 1136's top chat?
No, I hadn't. I see. Look, $100. Good Christ. Thank you, Iron Train. Had a great time on the Aegis 20 on the 9th. It was good to meet you and Brett as well. Also, if you're wondering, Birdman is the same RL as in video format. Yeah. It turns out that I do have... I can turn on presenter mode, and I have a little, vibe doing that. But I'm just a human, and I just am the way that I am the whole time. So I'm glad that came across. I appreciate that. And God, yeah, the 9th, that was so much fun. Being stuck on the engine all day, good problem to have. God, that was, yeah. Well, we'll get into that, and I've got so much video to show of the 20 that I need to edit. That was so much fun. That's a smile that doesn't get wiped off your face for a while. That was too much fun. Jeff said, "All right, your turn," and got to go play on the DNS. And I mean, I ran 20. When we took her to the Kroon Base in Toltec, I basically ran it 8 miles one day, and that was it. So getting to do like 20-something miles on the DNS at 15 to 20 to maybe a little bit more than 20 miles an hour was awesome. So I was very fortunate. I'm glad you had fun too, and I appreciate your generosity as well. And Greg Coit, welcome to the Brakeman. Thank you. Good to see you here. It was great to meet you as well. So, oh my God.
I had to know.
Everyone's burning down the wallets today, apparently. Rutger Lamberson, thank you so much for the generosity. Mikado Monday, this is a joyous development. Hello, Heist and crew. Hope all is well in the new year. Whistle question, Heist. If you get to own a whistle that you currently don't have / did not make, which one and why? Ooh. I mean, I do really want a Red Wing 6 because the ACL 6 is similar, but it's not the same. And that's a cool one. That and the DTA 5 are the two that come to mind right away. But there's so many cool ones. Yeah, the DTNI 5 for the uninitiated is... Let me pull up a clip of that. Where
Running
is...
6 would be very nice.
Yeah. This one. It's a different 5. It's an authoritative 5. I really like it, so... Yeah. Okay. We've got Abyssal Post. We've got the start of the weird shape there that goes that. We need to squish the back of it now, because, of course, that's something that they did, because the Rio Grande are chimps, as we say.
Someone asks, is it possible to make a 64 chime whistle? I think that's the Calliope player fell over and died on it.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you could make
like
a
that.
whistle with however many chimes you want. You would need a lot of word space to do 64 chimes, but... Alright. Obviously, we're not quite rounded yet, but we're getting there with the shape. And the Abyssal Post I have, the top of it is not quite exactly where 91's sitting in that picture, but, you know. Let's see. Yeah, so we need to do some beveling on the corners, but generally the shape that's getting there, which is cool.
Yeah.
So let's get dangerous. Let's get freaky.
Realistically, just one bevel on each of the points should be enough, because you still have the smooth shade in the inner corners, which should
Right.
be fine. It's one of those parts where it's going to be covered by the flanger, bell crank, and all the other stuff, to where you're really only going to get kind of an impaired view of it to begin with. And that's the other thing about these, is like you could model every detail on a locomotive like this with perfect curvature, but you'd have like a 1 billion poly thing, and so it's a matter of what stuff is either out of the line of sight or not being viewed with the closest scrutiny all the time in a game environment, where like you can make affordances and savings there. So like definitely stuff under the underframe, things that are tucked away behind other parts. You can be a little bit more frugal with part count. Anything that's going to be right up in the character's line of sight in a first-person game, that's usually where you like to spend.
Exactly. It's always an interesting game of getting all those things sitting nice.
I think honestly the rightmost edge you added in that bevel you could probably remove.
Probably. I want to...
Because you have like it's like a 1 degree change.
Yeah, no,
between there.
I need to make... Because I have the mirror applied, I need to move some of these still, so... I'm seeing. I might remove it. You're probably totally right, but I need to do some smoothing here, and then I want to move this, and I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna keep it, because now having kind of that shape. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with that. 84mer 90212. Yee, one day I want to make my own sim, one that just takes the difficulty lever and breaks it. Oh, and burns! Thank you, Record. Thank you very much, my friend. I was reading 84mer's chat. Just takes the difficulty lever and breaks it. Just a full sim that holds nothing back without railroad safety. That would be fun. Record Lamberson, engineer, 24 months. Just realized it's 2 years as channel member. Prepare for burbs, sir. Which he just then sent. Thank you so much, my friend. Your generosity is sincerely appreciated. Rex Anger, engineer, 32 months. Hail to the Birdman. Nice to see that this solid actually works. Yeah, it's because it's not solid. That's the whole joy. Jordan Freeman, NW Hoot at night hits hard. Yeah. Norfolk and Western Hoots are they are a particularly excellent whistle. They're one of the few hooters that I really enjoy. Although, I have to say, getting to blow 20s hoot at the CNT, or not at the CNT, at the DNS, that was pretty spectacular. I was okay with the hooter in that situation, so yeah, that was pretty special. What in the fucking geometry is going on there? We're just gonna delete all of those vertices and do something else with that. And merge those to get rid of some problems.
Remember, you can also grab an edge and right-click and do subdivide, and it'll put an extra vertex in there for you that you can then put where you need it.
Good shout.
Yeah, that's the fun and not fun thing of Blender, is you learn a new trick that's like, oh, this will save me a bunch of time, and then you immediately start cursing it out for all the hours you've wasted doing it the other way.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty accurate. There we go. Alright, now we need to just do a little bit of the smoothing on the backside here. And this one I will expend a little bit less effort on making the bevel super nice. Because it is at the back and it's, like, impossible to see. So, doesn't need as much love and treatment as the front. Got that. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Rex. Goodness. First, from Void Elder, Mikado Monday, yay! Mikados are such interesting looking locomotives. You like interesting looking locomotives. I'm glad. We do like them. Rex Hanger, and since you're Mikado posting today, I have the road number of K27 at home. Thank you for the 1, 2, 3 Aussie dollary dues, my good friend. Thank you very much. Yes, the 123, which, yeah, the K17, a very fun little Mikado in West Australia. That thing is so freaking cool. Which I apparently have all of the engineering drawings for, thanks to Michael. So maybe we'll do something with those someday. Who knows? Anyway. Jordan Freeman, in 4 days, it's your birthday. You'll be 36. Well, happy early birthday, Jordan. Thank you for letting me know. 84mer 92. And Engon, how dare you? For that, you lost the game. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Also, God damn it. Trainmaster 4014, Breakman 6 months. Highmark loved that foaming video on Durango. It was fun and easy to put together, and I was really excited by it, so I'm glad everyone enjoyed it, because it was a thing, so. Rocker Liberson, topical question. Is there a massive difference in the wheels used for lead truck versus the trailing truck, since the trailing truck supports more above it, or is it all in the suspension and bogie? Wheel-wise, I don't think there would be much of a difference. But yes, suspension-wise, very different. Where the lead truck, with this whole setup with the Bissell post and everything, which is not really properly tied in yet, and the frame of the lead truck still needs to be done, and all the fun joys that are TBD on this as we work our way back. The Bissell post helps provide an informing the frame of the locomotive, and the suspension is tied in. So you have the sword equalizer right here, which runs up to the transverse, which I also need to do a lot of work too. As the lead truck...
You're fucking stupid!
I forgot about the join sound.
Yes, you did. But, you know, sometimes I feel like that. Hi, Jake. It's fine. Anyway, as the lead truck swivels out, the Bissell post kind of holds it in alignment, and as the lead truck pivots over, it causes the sword to dip, which ties into the rest of the suspension and puts weight where it needs to be as you go into a curve, and that helps inform the whole frame, which is accomplished by what the bottom of the Bissell post looks like, which I've not modeled yet. Which we'll get there one of these days. It's really neat, and that's helpful, whereas the trailing truck is very much just, hey, on top of it is a giant flat sliding plate, which also needs to be modeled, and the ass of the locomotive just sits on it. You don't have any of that kind of stabilization, so it's very much in the suspension and that arrangement rather than specifically the wheels themselves. Good question, thank you. Tires on the drivers, though, actually, you do get into different metallurgy, and they have different hardnesses of tires, depending on how heavy a locomotive is, which is fun and interesting, and that's a whole separate... Hi, Hades. Yes. Please. I would like your butthole that close to my face. Thanks.
The kitty.
Yep. It's fine. I want to get a little further with this, and then I'm going to have to jump off. I believe my lady friend is home, and we need to go to Costco. You know, get our $1.50 hot dog on and all that fun jazz.
Get a chicken bake.
You know, I'm not usually a chicken bake human. I'm usually a hot dog and a slice of pizza. And we usually share the slice of pizza. But, you know. Hades, boy. Buddy. Dude. Okay, fine. Yeah, these are really rounded. So one thing that we can do here that'll be a little cheeky is I can set the scale, and then only in the Y and then only in the X kind of kick those out to make the shape what I need. Hades, buddy. Have a squish. I'm glad that Tristan and his wife's hot dog and pizza choices are the same. Hi. Did you have dinner just now? Is that why you came down? It must be. You're all happy. Full tummy. All right. Let's see. Can I whip out the obnoxious, weird, big, clampy boys so that I can close part of the chapter on this really quick? Let's see. I don't know if I can do anything. Hi. Sweet baby.
Oh, when you said big clampy boy, I thought you were talking about the handrail stanchions on the side of the boiler, which I was like, yeah, replacing the wrong ones I threw on would not be a bad idea, but
those do need to get done, but yes, yeah. My whole thought process on this is start at the front, move backward, which is why I've done the pilot and zhuzhed all that, and the pilot steps, and now we're working on the pilot deck, because I was like, well, there's a lot of hardware that needs to tie in, but in order for the other side of the hardware to tie in, I need to kind of make the pilot cast, bit. And then I realized how just utterly insane this casting is, and that's been occupying my existence for a while.
Why would they even use a casting for something where if you bump it too hard, it would shatter?
The dangerous and rapidly getting worse has their own way with everything, so what are you gonna do? Mossy Mug Conductor 22 months, looking forward to this series. I might be able to learn Blender yet. Learn the hotkeys is my biggest tip for success in Blender, and just keep at it. Brakeman Beans, Nick also says hello. Hello, Nick. And yes, of course, it's the one and only Beans of the DNS. Excellent, yeah. It was so much fun to hang out with you guys the past week, and it was great to have you guys as our crew. So, cheers. Jordan Freeman, you got a train show the next day. Well, that sounds like a good birthday. So, cool. Okay, so if we want to do these clampy boys, they are weird. They're real thick, they're real big, real strange. And they just kind of stick out. Okay, so... lizard.
Zach, you missed my jump scare.
What'd you do? What did I miss?
I forgot my entrance sound.
What is your entrance sound?
Do it again. Do it again.
Okay.
You're fucking stupid!
Okay.
It was...
We're just having fun here.
You know.
No,
I mean,
no
mine
fun
is,
bad. God fucking damn you, Jersey. God.
That's my joint sound.
It's fine.
Does this door even work?
How does this door even work?
That
Asking
is
the
a
real
question.
questions.
Me, whenever I go and animate a door,
How does this door even work?
exactly,
It's fine.
doesn't.
Oh, I just realized chat doesn't know the story behind.
No, chat
Well,
does not know the story.
We were
behind
in a
that.
work call at like 4 a.m, and then a giant bug shows up on my screen, and then in the act of reaching over my desk to kill it, it recorded the evidence.
No, so like literally, it's like 4 in the morning. It's like I think Tom, Tristan, and I, and we're just sitting there, and we just hear out of nowhere, "Holy shit, that's a big bug!"
That used to
And
be
then
on our
there's radio
soundboard. Is it no
silence.
longer on our soundboard?
We had to make
Was.
room for other stuff. I
Oh.
think it was
I'm-
specifically the
I'm
groan
so
tubes.
salty about that.
There's lots of Studio 346 stupidity that gets recorded and then
Ding alarm.
held against our will, like 1-800 the wrong fucking data table.
For 3 hours! For 3 hours! For 3 hours!
Also, our soundboard is like literally half Lionel Traintown sound bites.
Watch it, you're almost out of fuel. A new load is available.
We are a very professional game development company, I promise. Yeah, just like that. Just like that.
This time with gloves.
This time with gloves. Yeah. Let's make this as crusty and stupidly Rio Grande as we can. Hey, look at that.
For 3 hours!
Oh, that was supposed to be a preview, not a play, but okay.
For 3 hours. That was some I don't remember what it was. It was something really stupid that I did in the code.
I remember exactly what it was.
Something wasn't
you were-
plugged in. I don't
No.
remember.
The things were plugged in, but they were plugged in the wrong order.
Oh
it was
God, that's
it
right.
was the firebox code. You were trying to figure out why the firebox was like,
I had
not
X and
long
Y
enough.
switched. That's right.
yes.
And so the grids being spawned in the firebox didn't match, and I checked everything else, and then screamed that for 3 hours. And Jake has shadow play, so you know anything you can say will be held against you. Oh shit, it was very funny. For 3 hours. All right. Now the Bissell Post has its grippy socks, so it's ready to go to the insane asylum with me.
Hey, Drew. Is Drew here?
I believe so. Or he
Oh
was.
no, he's mute, deaf, and damn. Okay.
He disappear.
Yeah, he disappeared. He's I made a new GIF and I wanted to send it to him.
I see.
Yeah. Actually, you don't see, because I haven't sent it to you.
That's true. That is, in fact, true. That needs... Alright, Clampy boys. Pilot deck. Alright, let's get some easy, low-hanging fruit done on this, and then we'll be out of here for the day. I want to get just the 30. Does she have those slots? I thought that I didn't see those. I guess they're on the drawing, but the drawing's for the K36, and whatever the fuck Burnham decided to do was whatever the fuck Burnham decided to do. So
Correct.
There you are. Hey, Drew, I made a new GIF.
Oh no. DM it to me. Oh boy. Oh no. Is that what? You get that response.
I should make that as a version. Well, it's funny you mention. It's funny you mention, actually. It's quite
funny you
funny.
mention.
'Cause I also made made this one.
I need to deafen again real quick.
let's see. All right. It's got those holes. I don't see the other slots that the K36 has, but there's also a toolbox in the way, and I somehow don't have a picture that shows underneath the toolbox because, god damn it, of course I don't. So maybe 91 has those holes. Maybe she doesn't. I will have to go stare at my choo-choo more for that. And every time I look at these clampy boys, I do not like how they look. I knew it! I knew the Rio Grande could dimension something. Okay, so...
Did they dimension it consistently, though?
No, because of course they didn't. Alright, this is at x 24.5. So that means that this needs to be at 20 on the x, if I have numlock turned on. And then this needs to be at 16, because it's a 4-inch wide slot. It's 5 inches rear of this guy, which is at y minus 165.87. Of course. Okay. Minus 160.87. Hey, look, I inverted it. Cool. Hey, look, I uninverted it.
No way, it's uninverted.
Minus 160.87 minus, or plus 8, because that way. Okay. And then we'll grab all of it, SZ, make taller. And it's got a 2-inch radius to corner on all of these. Ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. That looks pretty good. And then we'll do all of them, and then we can do merge by distance and do like a way bigger distance. And that'll kill those. Cool. And then now what we do is we do a Boolean. Generate Boolean, We'll put it before the mirror, and we want the difference, and we want to get that guy. The cube! Gotta go to Bendigo. Get me cube.
Gotta go to Bendigo.
And then we apply that, and then we delete that, and look, it's got holes in it. Actually, it's kind of wild how big of a difference that makes. That's cool. All right, and then it's got a big ass.
Oh, be sure to use hole tolerant if you're punching through that. By the way.
Hole tolerant?
Yeah, it'll just help avoid stuff not punching through right. But it looks like it works, so I guess the way you have it set up is all right.
Well,
especially with like mirror.
I've undone it at this point.
Oh.
Oh, actually, but yeah, up to there. Yeah, it does look okay, but good to know. Is that a setting in the Boolean?
Yeah.
Okay. Because guess what? We're gonna have to do another one of those. So Shift A, we want to add object mode. Shift A, add mesh. Need a cylinder. And we'll do 24 steps, and the radius is 13.5. And oh, hang on. God damn it. God damn it, Bobby. It undid it.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
Yes. Okay. Why don't you dimension anything Denver and Grand Western? Okay. See everyone, you have the drawings, but sometimes that doesn't help. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. It's a lot easier to do shit on vibes. Yeah, because there's no dimension for this distance, but it is... Let's see. It's a good half of that hole that we just cut away from the other stuff, so it's like there. Alright, we'll buy that. Alright, so generate Boolean. And we want difference, and we select our new dude. Hole tolerant. Added this time. Apply it, and then we delete that. Hey, look. It's got more holes in it. That looks believable, doesn't it? Okay. Well, it's almost 5:30. There's still more work to do on this fucking pilot deck. But we made decent progress today. And obviously, I'm not exclusively going to stream this stuff in the future. Like, I'm going to do work on it outside of things. But the fact that I can stream it, thanks to the approval of the board and everything, means that I can get some stuff done and give you guys a little content while I'm also working on all this fun. So hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and as a reminder, like, the support you give in the stream goes directly to Mark. If you would like to support Studio 346, there's a Patreon link in the description.
Yep.
And also be sure to check out the company channel that shows all of our dev logs, all the stuff we're doing over there. A lot of cool stuff going on. Tristan and I have been really busy on industry stuff.
Yeah.
Mark and the asset team, who also, we will do another vid in the future on the channel about you joining the asset team and what that was like, along with Spin and a couple other people. So, like, a bunch of cool stuff coming there, showing, a little behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, this is technically the 4th model that I've worked on at this point. And I don't think we've shown any of the other 3 that I've worked on. So
we have a flag stop ready to go of the first one. So
that is true. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming up, and look forward to it. And
which the sneaky thing at the end of that now is moot because we've shown it. So
exactly. Look at that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, this guy. But it's fine. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go through these top chats real quick, and then I'm gonna jump off for the evening here so we can go to Costco. But let's see. From Kelly Casson, breaked in 3 months. Hey Heist, 3 months times fake tips for modeling. Just practice at it. Practice at it and stare at as much reference as you can. It's a challenging thing. Rex Anger, you know that gargling sound quickly enough a few times. It sounds exactly like a juvenile Australian raven, aka crow getting fed. My girlfriend showed me the funniest fucking video that explains Australian crows to me just yesterday. It was so fucking funny. The whole time we were laughing at how the crows sound in Australia because they sound like the groan tube. They go and it turns out they're mimicking the sounds that fucking koalas make, and that is hilarious.
Hold on, I've got the sound for those too young to remember.
Yes, they were on earlier. It's fine, but thanks, Rex. Pyro Train Thing, Engineer 35 months. Unreal Engine using X and Y to represent horizontal axis. Then Z as vertical axis hurt my brain for a moment once. Yeah, axes and all these things and the way that things are set up, it does be a bit of a time. It's fine. 84mer92, I've spent a full day figuring out why something wasn't working in Unreal, only to find out I plugged a rote 0 to 360 float where I needed a % 0 onto float. Yeah. I have done that an embarrassingly large number of times and then felt like a complete dum-dum afterwards, so, yeah. Epsilon R, wow, Heist, it's nice, neat seeing you take on dev jobs for his friend Mark at Studio 346. It's fine. And Alligamer, I dub this now a holy locomotive. Yes, it does have holes added to it, so limes, but thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed today taking a look at this. We're going to have more in the future, and I'm going to be continuing to work on this off stream so that we can make some more progress. That's the word I was looking for. It's fine.
Yes, we got there.
But I will come back and show off what I've been doing when we do get on stream. So, as always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time. Bye!